Welcome with Titi Oyinsan. This is basically an interview podcast where I get to have interesting conversations with very interesting people and talk about very interesting issues and events. Now, we've had the opportunity to discuss various things over the past few months. And because of the ease of technology, like what we're using right now, we can come to you live. You can always ask questions, make contributions, chat with us while we're talking. And it has done a lot to bring me a lot closer to you. In a few minutes, we're going to be having a very interesting conversation. Give us 1 second. I'm going to show you something on the screen now. Maybe you could take a quick look at what I'm showing you while I make some technical adjustments. All right, then. So we're going to be discussing this today. And if you have questions about it, stay right there. Uh, Open up the chat and ask away. Okay. All right, then. Now, we're live on YouTube. We're also live on LinkedIn today on One on One with Titi. And it's going to be an interesting conversation. Okay. Can you hear that sound? I can hear it. Okay. 1 second. Technology just always has a mind of its own. I'm going to get the hang. Okay. Let's see. All right, then. What is going on today? Let me close this page. Maybe there's a page echoing my voice here. Yeti, do you have a page open? Yeti, you have a page open with my voice speaking. Do you have a page open?
No, I don't. Are you hearing an echo?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, let me just close out stuff, but no, I don't. Trying to make sure, like the YouTube page, right? Mm-mm. Mm,
Okay. I'm going to check all of mine as well.
yeah.
There's something going on.
Oh, you can
Aha.
still hear it. Oh, was it
I
on?
found it.
Okay. Ah,
Yes, it was at my end.
okay.
Okay. That was interesting. Oh, goodness me. All right, then. I think we're back on track now.
Okay.
Technology does have a
And
mind of
it's
its
gonna be
own.
an interesting
All right, then.
conversation now.
Okay, then let's start from scratch, shall we?
Okay.
Hello and welcome. Now, the lovely lady on screen with us right now, her name is Yetty Williams. Now, she and I have had various conversations on screen, on the radio for many, many years, and it's always a pleasure to see her. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Titi. You forgot to add an in person. You've
Oh,
been
yes,
a
and in person.
Yes. Remember, you've actually been an MC of one of our conferences at Radisson many years ago now.
Oh, wow. It feels like forever ago now, but I can say that you've been extremely influential in my life and in the lives of many women, mothers over the years. And once I heard there was something coming up very soon, I said, you know what, we have to have another conversation about it as quickly as possible. Now, we're talking about the Prosper Summit 2022. Now, according to what I have here, it says this event is positioned to be the largest career and family oriented event in Nigeria with over 20,000 attendees expected in person and virtually. Now, it's unprecedented in our nation's history that it's an unprecedented time in our history that's going to define us for generations to come. And once you come together after something like a pandemic, and of course, the economic issues that have come with the war in the Ukraine and so many other things, it's revealed the fragility that exists in our society and lives at home and, of course, at work. So, understanding our new reality, moving the needle on progress, supporting Nigeria's formidable future. That's what we're here to talk about today. Once again, welcome, Yeti. Talk to us about this brand new baby you're working on.
Yes, yes. Thanks, Titi, and thanks for always being such a supportive, supportive person through the years, like you said, in person, virtually, on radio. Yes, and so today we're talking about particularly about Prosper Summit, which is a work-life balance conversation that we are having on Saturday, October 15, 2022. It's a collaboration this year between myself, Yetty Williams, and Blessing. Blessing is the founder of Mother Honestly, which is a US based platform for working mothers. And Lagos Moms is a resource for parents, caregivers based majorly out of Lagos, Nigeria. But the truth is, with technology, right, we're able to reach beyond the shores of any geographical location. And what we're doing really is to bring people back together in person. We've been running all of both Mother Honestly and Lagos Moms. We've run several events individually, and this is the first time we're collaborating. These two brands are collaborating, and the idea really is to talk about prospering. Like you mentioned, Titi, we've all gone through a pandemic. We've all gone through what life has, trying to survive as a family, as an individual, as a woman, as a man, as a father, as a provider. And a lot of things have changed. During the pandemic, there was a very common refrain of when would life go back to normal. And
Mm,
for me, I think there's just no quote unquote normal, no normal anymore that was pre-pandemic normal. The normal that's there now is the normal that we create because the world has changed. The
mm,
pandemic happened, people were just trying to survive. And we feel that right now is the time to start talking about prospering. What does it mean to prosper? You can't prosper in just one area of your life. Work and life has to be in harmony, has to be integrated. There has to be a balance between the two sides. So the Prosper Summit is a chance to do that and to have conversations around 6 main areas that affect us. So if you look at the page, the prospersummit.org website, we
yeah.
have a layout of all the different panels, and we can talk about all the areas that we're going to be talking about. It's not just one particular area of the individual.
Mm. So there's a schedule and there's speakers, I believe.
Yes.
So do we start with the
Yes, so
activities?
let's start with the activities, what we're doing this year. It's very important that we don't go to events and just get spoken to, right? Just being,
Mm,
they just sit there and you hear, listen, listen, listen. And not a lot of
sure.
transformation happens when you just listen. So we're trying to make sure that there's a mix of activities. We're kicking off the morning with a yoga and meditation session. I know most people are like, yoga? No, I'm not coming to sweat. But the idea is to just have something at the beginning to center us, work on your
Mm,
breathing, relaxation, just get in a calm state before we jump into the conversations for the day. So that's the
mm,
first thing we're kicking off the morning with. And then we're going to have like an early networking hour, which is being called the wellness bar and the registration hour. So that's basically where people are coming to register, mingle. We have a mobile spa being offered by Oriki Spa that morning. So
wow.
people who want to,
Mobile spa.
yes. So if you want to get your
I'm already
massage
excited.
in, make sure you come early because it's first come, first serve, and they're doing it
Mm,
as a partner. So that hour is really for us to mingle, to relax, have some green juices. So the wellness bar means that we're going to be trying to serve some, some novel juices basically to get us all, ready for the day.
okay,
Then
for
we
sure.
then we kick into summit, right? The summit
Mm,
expectation. So this is where we have the series of panels, and we have some amazing speakers. So we're not just bringing people together for the sake of it. We're bringing together thought leaders. We're bringing experts in their space, and we're bringing speakers who are going to ensure that every attendee leaves with practical solutions. If we're trying to talk about prospering, that means
mm,
we have to feel it. You can't prosper in a silo. Do you know what
mm,
I mean? You
yeah.
can't. To prosper, it must be several areas. So there's a schedule further below, which we'll get to, that kind of
Yeah.
lays out all the different panels, all the different speakers, and we're mixing it, right? It's not
Okay.
women speaking to women, right?
Okay.
So we are having men, male speakers and male attendees as well, because the truth is prospering takes both genders. We can't just
Mm,
do it alone. And then at the end of the summit, at the end of the day, we have the after hours cocktail party. And the idea is just let your hair down, bring your dancing shoes, and let's just relax. So that's the plan for the day. And it kicks off at 8 a.m. and our last panel ends at 5. So it's a full day. It's a
One more
full day.
time, the date again. One more time.
Saturday,
The date.
October
15th. Okay.
2022. Yes.
Hmm.
So that's at the
So,
top of the.
so let's talk targets now, target audiences. Who
Yes.
do you believe should be at an activity like this, an event like this?
So an event like this is perfect for someone who's a parent,
Mm,
someone who's working, whether you have your business or you work in a 9 to 5, so professionals and business owners as well. It's
mm,
also a very good event for, I would say, HR, heads of departments, head of companies as well, because
mm,
the truth is we need to talk about what is affecting us as individuals, right?
mm.
How do
True.
we prosper and how can we give our best at work if the home front is not, is not in a good state? So we need an enabling environment both at work and at home. So I think anybody who's involved, who's interested in family, society, who's working, who's a 9 to 5er, who owns a business, and
Sure.
who's a decision maker in the workplace, this is an event for them.
So now decision makers in the workplace, they often have this, mindset of, what's in it for me, financial benefits of every activity they do. And it's been said over and over again that we need to sort of move past just thinking about financial benefits and actually think about mental health and awareness. Now, touch on some of the issues that you noted that led you to make sure that this event is taking place.
Right.
Mm,
So you're absolutely right. People say, "What's in it for me?" And the value
mm,
proposition really is that we've seen that mental health it can be a big challenge, right? Like we
yeah,
mentioned, all of us were just trying to survive during the pandemic. People lost jobs. The economy is not where it should be. That's a fact. There's a lot of pressure, no matter where you are based in the world, whether you're in Lagos, you're in Nigeria, or you're outside. There's just pressure going on everywhere that you turn. So I think key um there's a real key need to look at mental health, to look at how people are feeling, right? And being able to address that. If a family, a parent feels that they cannot provide for their children for the future, or they're feeling very pressured about being able to provide the kind of life they want to for their children, it's very difficult for them to give their all. So what we're trying to do is ensure that, what we're going to be having conversations about everything. So one of the panels we have is actually called Prosper Well. And that panel has a psychologist, has a mental health practitioner, has self-care advocates as well. The idea being that if you don't take care of yourself, right? They say you cannot pour from an empty cup. We all like using the examples as well of when you're on the plane and they tell parents, please put on your oxygen mask before you try to take care of your children. Is the same idea that if our mental state, our positive mental state is not at the peak, it's very difficult to talk about all the other areas that we want to thrive and prosper in. So what's in it for any employer or any decision maker is the fact that you're going to come and hear from the pulse of people of how they are feeling, what are the pressures they are facing. We live in a jackpot, everybody is quote unquote jackpotting and living, but not everybody's going to live, right? So how do we support people? How do we support everybody? And one of the things that we found with this particular conference this year is a lot of companies are buying seats for their employees. They are showing
wow.
their support that way. So we have a lot of financial services, multinational, small companies, schools who are saying, you know what, we know that work-life balance is so critical to our employees. So we're going to sponsor by sending them to be part of this conversation. So it's really a win-win for everybody.
I even think it's one of those conversations that husbands should have with their wives. They should send them off to events like this, but then also attend themselves, because from some of the things I'm seeing on your lineup here, it feels like some dads might need to have a little more information about what's going on with their wives, with their moms, with the new moms that are popping up everywhere. And the issue of prospering at home does have a lot to do with building some kind of equilibrium between catering to kids and catering to daddy. So are
Absolutely.
we touching on that?
Yes, yes. We actually have a few companies that reached out and said, is it only women we can send? And we said,
mm,
absolutely not. When we
mm,
talk about work and life, when we talk about family, society, prospering, it's not half. It's both people that are involved, both sexes, both genders are involved. So we are certainly opening it up. And we have seen that over the years, more and more fathers are joining the conversations. They're attending
mm,
such events. So it's
mm,
very important indeed, like you said, that it's not just women speaking to women, which is why we try to ensure that our panels
mm,
are mixed. We have
mm.
professionals, we have mental health practitioners, both sexes, so that we're hearing things from a balanced view from both sides.
Mm, mm. And I have actually had the opportunity to, come for some events like this. I want to touch on some of the things that I've noted. The networking is also really, really great. You get to connect with people in different works of life who are actually going through similar things that you are going through as a mom or as a someone who's trying to balance business and the home at the same time. Um, are we having any conversations on money matters this year?
Oh yes.
Okay.
We when I say prosper, we're looking at all areas.
Mm.
So indeed we have a panel that's called Prosper Financially.
Oh, okay.
Now, no matter what you talk about, mental health, providing, if you don't have money, if you can't earn, if you can't provide, it's very difficult to be all that you want to be. So we have
Mm,
a panel that's going to be speaking about financial matters, preparing for the future, saving for the future, investing,
mm.
and creating wealth. We have to be comfortable talking about wealth creation. So yes, we have a panel on that as well.
I can see Smart Money Arese here,
Yes.
Miss Durasimi Yetty, then Wale Anifoshe on that panel. I do believe that panel is going to be a hot one. Just
Yes.
those three names alone, goodness me. Let's talk about some other
Panels.
amazing
Right.
panels. There's a panel on policy and how the society works for our children, our work. Wow, amazing stuff. Adebola Williams here,
Yes.
and I can't see the other name of.
Yes, her name is Nanclin Dan Fulani, and she's a trade advisor at the British High Commission. So obviously, from a perspective of all the work going on between the UK and Nigeria, we thought it'd be great to hear from her as well.
I can see yesterday Olayinka Agbola here. Now she is a Lori Coitus. That's what we
Yes.
call her. I can
Yeah.
also see Dr. Maimuna Kadri here,
Yeah.
Bumi George here, and
Yes.
I'm seeing another name here.
Joycey Awushika
Yes,
of Oriki
fantastic.
Spa.
Oriki
Yes.
Spa. Some amazing sessions set up. And then I cannot ignore the fact that I saw lunch here. Um,
Yes.
so the food at these events is always great. I know. And I trust
Yeah.
that you would have your finger on that particular one as well. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. The founder and CEO of Mother Honestly and the founder and CEO of Lagos Moms have come together to put together something called the Prosper Summit. And if you visit prospersummit.org, you'll be able to see the schedule, but then you'll also be able to register. And are we getting tickets, Yeti? Are we
Yes.
getting
Yes.
tickets?
So there are tickets. If you go to prospersummit.org, there's a link to
Okay.
register. And,
Okay.
so you can buy individual tickets. If you're buying
Mm,
5 or more, there's a discount as,
okay.
doing that. So that we're just trying to encourage people to come out and make
Mm,
it easy. We also have quite a few influencers and media partners that are offering free tickets if you follow them. So there's some opportunity for that. Some people have actually paid ahead and said, you know what, I want to buy 5 tickets and I want to give out
wow.
5 tickets. So we're
Mm,
having some amazing partners this year who are doing that, just saying we need to have this conversation. And the
mm,
beautiful thing, I mean, of course, I'm excited about it because I'm putting it together. But I really do think that it's important for us to realize that when we come to these conferences or this
mm,
particular Prosper Summit, we're not going to be talking about, trying to be like somebody else, or as women, we can be emotional, all those kind of stereotypes that we talk about. Absolutely not. We're going to be talking about being fully who you are and making sure that you thrive and prosper as an individual.
okay. Okay, fantastic.
So yeah,
I've seen, so all you have to do is get to the website prospersummit.org and click on get your
get
ticket
your
now.
ticket now. Yep.
Yeah, the schedule, everything is here. already, and you can
Yeah.
join the conversation as well. You can always follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Just search out Yetty Williams, or search out Blessing Adesina, or search out Lagos Mums or Mother Honestly.
Yeah.
I need to visit that site. I've not visited that site before, but
Okay.
based on, yeah, I honestly haven't been. If you can remember, I had a childcare program, and I shifted into doing a lot more conversations on SMEs and
Right.
business, and of course digital assets. So I really think I should go back into the conversations about childcare and family life in the nearest future. You've just sparked something in my head
Awesome.
just now, and I'm gonna jump on it. But it's always a pleasure having you here with us.
Thank
Um,
you.
it's always a pleasure. Really, really, really great to see you. I have a feeling it's gonna be an amazing event.
Thank you. Thank you. And I thought to mention as well that we are offering childcare on the day. So for people who have children between the ages of 6 months to 5 years old, we do have childcare being offered and sponsored by Baby Lounge. So if you want to have your children taken care of that day while you attend the panels and network, there is a form after you've bought your ticket for you to indicate interest in childcare, and then we'll be able to accommodate your children. Obviously, it's a small group. We can't take more than I think 20 children. So it's really something that we need people to sign up for quickly.
Need to register ahead if you would
Ahead
like
if
to have take
childcare.
advantage of the childcare. Now, the Baby Lounge is an amazing establishment as well. They do remote childcare facilities and have creches all over Nigeria now. They've expanded exponentially over time. So yes, your children are in great hands. If you would like to go for the Prosper Summit, just search out the website. I'll be putting the web link in the caption of the post, wherever you're watching us from. It could be LinkedIn, it could be YouTube, it could be Facebook. I'll be putting the information right there in the caption very, very soon. Now,
Yeah.
I know I can't wait for this particular event to happen. It sounds really, really, really exciting. And Yeti, I know you have other conversations you need to jump on now to make sure this summit happens. But save a slot for me. Save a slot for me, please.
Yes,
Okay.
fantastic. We'll be sure to do that. And I cannot mention the sponsors that are helping make
Mm,
this happen. So obviously on the website it's there further down,
mm,
but the
mm.
companies that are sending, buying tables for their
Okay.
employees,
Yeah,
companies through
sure.
the years that have just supported the vision of a wholesome
Okay.
family. Without a wholesome family, we
Amazing.
can't have a wholesome society. So these are some of the
Mm,
companies that are sponsoring. Maggie, they've been sponsors year in, year out for so many years. We have some
mm,
new sponsors this year: Mercedes Benz, Bonvita. Other sponsors are FSDH, Green Springs, Krispy Kreme, quite a
mm,
few. And
mm.
it's been very
Ooh.
exciting to see that there's such an energy for this conversation. There's such a clear need, that
Mm.
they know we need this. So yeah, so come on board, support them. And I'm looking forward to meeting everybody as well in person
All
that day.
right. Oh, Sarah by Wema Bank. Is that like a
Yes,
women's banking arm for Wema? Maybe. I don't
exactly. They're focusing on SMEs and a focus on, yeah, women, supporting women business owners. We
know.
have
Amazing.
EcoBank is not here. They are also a participating sponsor. So it's still rolling in. We still have,
Yeah.
10 days, and with
Mm.
everything Nigeria, anything can happen within the last 10 days. So watch the space.
We will be. We will be. Definitely. Yeti Williams, everyone, CEO and founder of Lagos Mums. Always a pleasure. Always a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much, Titi, for your support. Look forward to seeing you.
All right, then.
Take care. Thank you.
All right. Now, as conversations go, that is one I was looking forward to. And if you're just tuning in, you should go back and have a little rewatch of what you might have missed. The truth is, there's a lot of significance in creating platforms for families to grow and to blossom. And after a global pandemic and economic crisis, a lot of people need to understand the new reality and move towards progress, move towards a more modern Nigerian family and livelihood. And now, as we emerge from these challenges together, we're definitely stronger for it, especially when we figure out our careers, finances, family, and well being. And that's why we had this conversation today. I can't wait for it. The Prosper Summit is going to be on the 15th. It's a Saturday. Just go to theprospersummit.org and yeah, find out how you can get your tickets. All right, then, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. More conversations will be happening one on one with me right on this platform and many others very, very soon. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. Just search me out at Titi the Dynamite on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on TikTok too. I think I'm on quite a few of these platforms now, but it's all at Titi the Dynamite. And of course, Titi Layo Oyinsan on LinkedIn. Always a pleasure. Until next time, thanks for watching.